Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Odell Lake. This is a one-off that I am doing. Taking a break from Super Mario Eternal Chaos for the time being. I will finish it up soon, but I'm still a little raw from that cheap death, and I just want to do something else. This is Odell Lake. This is a game I played when I was very young. When I was in the gifted program at my school, we had Apple II computers, and this was one of my favorite games, aside from, obviously the big hit, Oregon Trail. And I'm actually playing this at virtualapple.org, which is a veritable shrine or museum of like old Apple II and Apple II GS disc games. Um, so they are definitely doing the Lord's work, archiving all those little games here. There's a lot of games and educational programs that I played in my youth on this site, and I highly encourage you to check it out. It's virtualapple.org. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not paid to shill for them or anything. I just think it's a pretty great site, a little distraction from time to time. Odell Lake is the first of a run of nature-themed games I'm planning on doing. I did not premeditate that theme. It just so happens that a lot of the games that I'm going to be playing soon happen to have a sort of nature theme going. I've already mentioned Echo the Dolphin, uh, which I'll be playing after Eternal Chaos. The other one that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to keep a lid on for the time being, because I don't know how that's going to go yet. But Odell Lake is a simulation game. We're going to go ahead and get some information here. Odell Lake is a real lake in Oregon. I think it's near the Willamette Valley. The people who did this game, MECC, the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium, I think is what that stands for. They had kind of a love affair with Oregon, the Oregon Trail, the Willamette Valley, Odell Lake. And so, yeah, you're a fish. You play as a fish, one of 6 different kinds of fish, and you have to decide whether to eat a plant or an animal that you encounter. And you get a few other types of decisions. You can run away to shallow water, deep water. You can choose to eat an animal, ignore it, do whatever. And your goal is to survive. You can go exploring or playing for points. When you go exploring, you can be any kind of fish you want. You get to choose the name of the fish you play. You're told the names of the plants and animals you meet so that you may learn and be educated. And you can just dilly-dally and fiddle-fart around all day. When you play for points, the computer chooses the kind of fish you play. Usually the computer is a dick, and it will choose to be a chub for you. The chub is the smallest kind of fish with the most predators. And, you don't get names. You get to see the animals and the plants, but you don't get their names. And it's a fast-acting type of thing with a timer. So, yeah. Sound. We're going to play with the sound. The sound is part of what sticks with me about this game because this is a very old game. As you can see, it does not have music, but it does have sound effects. It has very gritty, crunchy sound effects, and that's partly due to the limitations of the Apple II sound chip. You can't do like full music usually on these things, but you get some sounds that are very crunchy and bone crunching, and it really adds to the brutality of nature, which very few games often depict. Even EVO, The Search for Eden, one of my favorite games of all time, generally strays from the. It starts out with a whole kind of survival thing, but eventually, strays from that when it starts getting weird with aliens and birdmen and stuff. This game is real life. This is survival of the fittest. This is the food chain. This is real down to earth stuff. We ought to get playing soon, basically. So here are the fish. You got your blueback salmon, pretty normal guy. Dolly Varden, second biggest fish in the lake, very few predators. Rainbow trout, that's kind of a meh fish. The chub, I bet we get shafted as the chub when we play for points. Mackinaw trout's the big daddy of the lake. Very few things can take down a Mackinaw trout, and it can eat a lot of stuff and get away with it. And the whitefish, another kind of plain old. I think that's like the second one up from chub. I think rainbow trouts and whitefish they hate each other. I honestly don't remember, but we want to go back to the main menu, and first we're going to go exploring. Some very low stakes. We're finally 5 minutes in playing this game. Yes, thank you. By playing the role of each fish one at a time, you can discover the relationships between them. So things are very low stakes with no real. We're we're going to go ahead and be Mackinac trout just to show you how this works. As a Mackinac trout, you'll look like this. We can either go back or we can confirm that option. We're going to go ahead and confirm that because odds are we will not get to play that. You see a blueback salmon ahead. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I have to choose my command now. I'm going to go ahead and eat it. That's a pretty big fish. Listen to this sound. Listen how gritty this is. I can barely look. Oh! Okay, yeah, okay, good. We are supposed to eat that then. Good. And when you make good decisions, you will get, when you make good decisions in the points game, you'll get points. You'll get so many points depending on, you know, if you eat an enemy and you're supposed to do that, you'll get points. If you're not supposed to eat a fish, you'll get points. Sometimes you get the most points for ignoring somebody and leaving them to mind their own business because you have no business eating that fish. You see a massive algae ahead. We are full. Algae is tricky because you can eat it and sometimes it's good for you, but sometimes anglers, fishermen will hide their hooks in a massive algae. And so you can get a game over for eating algae. So that's kind of a tricky one. Some fish need it to survive. Some fish get a lot of nutrition from it, but it's a double-edged sword because it can also mean the end of your game. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that because Mackinac trout's mostly a carnivore. And the massive algae looks like a giant bug more than a mess of plant. Wise move. This is not a food you like to eat, see? Mackinac trout, I know that. He's a meter. You see a whitefish ahead. Whitefish, I think I'm going to go ahead and eat him. I can barely stand to look at this. The sound. The sound is what does it. Whew. Alright, we love whitefish. Okay, that's good. But I can barely... This game is just so intense, I guess it is. The starkness, the lack of sound, the minimal graphics, the way the fish just eat each other unabashedly. Just how... It gives me the willies. It's tough to deal with. This is a game I cannot really play for fun. This is more a game that I like to show off and expose other people. You see an otter ahead. Otters, nothing can beat an otter, so you want a deep escape from an otter. If you shallow escape from an otter, he'll come eat you. There we go. It won't come after you when you're so deep. See, in this mode, you can learn to play the game, and you can learn what works and what doesn't until you're used to it, and then you can go play for points. There's an osprey overhead. Again, deep escape. Osprey is like a giant bird of prey, and if you're in shallow water, it'll get you. Like, if you ignore it, it'll just grab you. So, let's go ahead and deep. Alright, yeah. Obviously, ospreys cannot come underwater. Chubs are also difficult in this mode. If you see a chub, anglers also like to use chubs as bait. So that is kind of a tricky one. We're going to go ahead and eat him and see if that ain't what happens. I mean, you can see it. I'm going to be covering my eyes and ignoring this. Okay, it looks like that was safe. Okay, yeah, see? Because it's tricky. Chubs are one of your favorite foods, but you can also die if you eat them, you know? Such is nature. It's very cruel. You see a group of bottom-feeding organisms ahead. Since we're carnivores, really eating, yeah, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and ignore. You see you got like a little shrimp, a snail, a worm, you know, plankton and all that crap. Yeah, see, that's more of a chub thing. So I think we're pretty used to this. So let's go ahead. Yeah, no, we don't care about Dolly Varden. Yes, we want to quit. So the Dolly Varden we would ignore, by the way. No, we're not going to go exploring. We're going to play for... We're going to get it on. This is the big time. This is the big show. We're going to play for points. And who are we going to play as? I know this game. I know this game is going to make me be a chub. Oh, no, we got to be a Mac... No. I can't do that. I can't let you do that, game. That's nice and all, but we did the Mackinac trout so that, you know, we could be a big fish. Yes... And then it will explain, okay, we're a blueback salmon. That's a little more... Ooh. Do we want to eat a chub? I'm going to go ahead and eat this guy. This is probably going to be the death of me. I just know it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it ran away from me. Shit. Oh, see, I got negative points for that. Because, see... eating fish isn't really your style, so we're vegetarians. So this is kind of going to be an easy mode to play in. Okay, obviously you want a deep escape from an otter. That should not even be a question. See how much time we have left on our bar? Ah, yeah. Oh, good. We don't get negative points. That would make me feel terrible if we got negative points. So this is going to be kind of an easy fish to play as. Oh, deep. Anytime you hear that noise, that's the osprey. Alright, yeah. So this should be pretty easy to do then. This is a rainbow trout. We're going to ignore him. We're just going to be friends. Excellent. That fish won't hurt you, and it doesn't eat the same food. Oh, yes, you get points if you chase another fish that's like your mortal enemy away. You know, if he eats the same kind of food as you, then you need to chase him away so that he doesn't get all up in your grill, so to speak. Now this, we want to eat that. Fishermen generally don't cast way down here, although I could be wrong. Yeah, that's more of a... Oh, well, okay. I guess algae is more my thing. Ah! Oh, yes, they switch it up every now and then. I forgot about this. So you don't end up playing the same fish forever. You just... You get a good mix. So, I guess this game wants to be nice to me since I called it a dick. Go figure. It heard me talking about it behind its back, so... Yeah. Let's see. A blueback salmon. I'm going to chase you away. I don't know how good an idea that is because it really wigs me out when the big fish eat the similar sized fish. You just chased away one of your favorite foods, you doofus. Yeah, see? And that's not a fish that would have been likely to be used by an angler as bait because it's so dang big. So that was a stupid move. I'm hungry. That's generally not something my guy eats, but he's hungry. Alright. That wasn't... Yeah, it'll fill you up. It's not great. It's like McDonald's, I suppose. Oh, there's that osprey. I don't think he would have gotten me down here anyway. I probably could have ignored him because he is a deep water fish, but it's just best to run away from those guys anyway. Ah, here we go. This you want to ignore. This is just a mess of like plankton and stuff. Yeah, good idea. And insects and larvae, that's what it is. Larvae, however you want to say it. Alright, what are we now? A blueback salmon, again? I'm going to eat this. It's probably, see, this is tricky, watch. You never know. That food was okay. Alright. Oh, yes, we want to shallow escape from him. Any fish that's in deep water, you generally want to go the opposite way of wherever it lives, if it's one that's out to get you. Ooh, yes, thank God. Ooh, deep. Don't even have to think about that. With an otter, it should just be an automatic response. Get away from that guy. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay, you are a Dolly Varden. You may eat me. I'm gonna ignore you. Oh, if he comes at me, that means you're dead! I'm predator meat. Oh. Yes. Okay, I think we'll continue to play for points for a little bit. But that's another way to learn. You can learn the hard way. 134 points. I guess that wasn't too bad a run, considering I'm pretty rusty on this game. But yeah, this is another way to learn, the hard way. If you make the wrong move, you mess up. This is how you learn. See, now I know if I'm a blueback salmon, I need to run away from Dolly Vardens. So, hooray! All uppercase. Round the wheel. Yay! We made it to the high score. Let's see if we can't beat it. Yes! Just one more time. Just one more round. We're running up on like 15 minutes here. Oh, you see? They give me a chance to rectify my mistake. Dolly Vardens are kind of tricky because they don't look that big, but they're like the second biggest fish. Alright. Hooray! And a rainbow trout. I think, if I recall correctly, we don't eat the same kind of food, so ignoring him is the best move. Yeah, there we go. Oh, otter. That's a D. D for deep. D for dodge, comma, get the hell out of. There we go. See, now I'm racking up the points like a good boy. Oh, that's an osprey. There we go. See, if I had ignored him, he probably would have scooped me up. And now a shallow escape. See, blueback salmon is fairly easy because it's mostly a vegetarian fish. This is like the easy mode of the game when they give you blueback salmon. Good thinking. That fish very well would have eaten me. In fact, if I had ignored it, it probably would have come up and got me anyway. Maybe. I don't know. You are a Dolly Varden. Mostly meat involved here. Let's go ahead and eat the chub. Fuck, I hate eating the chub. Always, you never know. You never know when it's a bad idea. Yeah! Yum, that was freaking delicious, and we live to eat another day. Mmm. Do I want to shallow escape or ignore him? I'm going to shallow escape from this guy, because you never know what Mackinaw trouts are capable of. Oh, wow, yeah, Mackinaw trouts are like Jaws. They can eat freaking anything they want. So that was a good idea. This is about mid-range. Do I want to eat this? I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. And then watch an osprey. Okay, good. Yeah, we don't like algae. So being a Dolly Varden is generally... this is probably... Well, it's meat. I mean, it's probably not the best thing we love, but it's probably something. I think chubs are into the bottom organisms. Oh, okay. We love bottom organisms. Dolly Vardens love that stuff. We have already way more than topped our high score. No matter who you are, you want to deep escape the otter. No matter what. The otter is like... What's an unkillable enemy that you want to escape from at all costs? Who knows? Mackinaw trout again. You're making this too easy. I want to play as a chub. I'm going to go ahead and eat this. Don't die, 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 don't die. Oh, I can barely look at those things. Alright, we capped 200. A blueback salmon is also one we want to eat, I think. We're just eating. Eating. We're eating big, eating good in the neighborhood. Holy shit. Alright, oh, we got quite a few points for that. That wasn't too bad. A Dolly Varden. Get out of my territory. Rawr! Actually, I think we could have eaten him. That was probably a big meal. Yeah, shit, that was dumb. Because that happened to us earlier, didn't it? Alright, one more round, I think. I think we get to switch fish after this, so let's see if we don't get to be a chub for a little bit. Okay, well, I guess after this. I'm gonna ignore you. There's often hooks that hide in you. Yeah, anyway. Other foods I like a lot better. Okay, well, I guess we're not gonna get to be a chub today. Okay, you're a blueback salmon. I think we're generally the same as far as diet, so I think I need to mess you up. Yeah! Rawr! Oh, yes! See, when you get to learn the sizes of the fish, you get an idea for what goes on, and you can, Oh, yeah. See, there are certain things that are just an automatic response. Okay. Oh, I need to get way away from you. Deep escape, please. Alright, he would have eaten the shit out of me. Because whitefish is delicious. You gotta put spices on it, but you are a whitefish, and therefore you are delicious. See, this is tricky right here. Because there might be something hiding in it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it anyway, but I'm not gonna look. You can look if you want. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, see, that was a stupid risk then. I got a few points for it, but that was probably not the best thing to do. Let's go ahead and eat this. Eventually it's going to happen. I just know it. I'm not going to be the one to watch it when it does. Oh. Oh, gross. But we didn't lose points for it. Barf. Now we're a rainbow trout that needs to get away. No! What the fuck? I meant to press... Oh, shit. Garf! I meant to press chase away. They're on the opposite end of the keyboard, though, so I guess I'm an idiot. Well, we basically played as every fish except a chub. That's a fun challenge, though, if you want to go do it yourself. Alright, yeah, we made that high score list again, and we way topped our old score. So that's it for Odell Lake, basically. That's a game that left an indelible impression on me as a kid. That's going to do it for us here today. The otter versus the Mackinaw trout. Nature versus nature in conflict with itself. That's a fun game. I dig it, and I hope you do too. Go click the link below and play it, and play some other Apple games while you're at it. See you guys next time.